What's up, Transformer fans and geeks? Zagatron here with another figure review. And today I'll be reviewing the Transformers Studio Series Voyager class Soundwave. But before we get into the figure, let's get into the packaging. So right up front, we have an image of Soundwave as he appears in the Bumblebee movie. He is Studio Series number 83. We do have the Transformers Generations on the side of the box. He is a Decepticon. His name is Soundwave. Off to this side of the box, Studio Series 83. Image of Soundwave. He is indeed a Voyager class. Same image of Soundwave on the other side of the box. Back of the box, we have images of Soundwave in his robot, in his alt mode. He does transform in 29 steps. And for a quick bio, it says the fate of Cybertron is sealed as Soundwave orders the Decepticons to launch a final attack, causing the Autobots to fall back. All right, so that is it for the packaging. So let's take Soundwave out of packaging and see if he is more than meets the eye. So here's Studio Series Soundwave all armed up and out of packaging. And this guy looks fantastic. And I have to give kudos to the design team where they blended the G1 aesthetic and given him the more realistic approach. They've done a great job. I mentioned it before in my previous videos and they did a phenomenal job. Again, kudos to them. So let's bring Studio Series Soundwave. Let's bring him a little closer and let's take a look at the details. And that is an awesome head sculpt. It is on a ball joint there. Decepticon symbol right there on the chest. Look at all the details on this guy. Very nicely done figure. Let's go around through the back. Very cool as far as articulation. He does have rotating shoulders on a 360-degree angle. You have to hold his shoulder pad down and rotate just so you get that arm rotation. He does have a bicep swivel, 90-degree bend at the elbow. He is holding his gun. Let's go to this hand here. He does have, does he have one hand? No, he doesn't have hand articulation. Okay, let's see here. Let's go check out the waist. You flip this flap up and you have waist rotation. Let's keep that up like that. He does have the high leg kicks. He goes all the way up there and all the way back. Have 90-degree bends at the knee, and we have ankle tiltage. Also goes up that far. All right, and let's check out his weapons as well. Let's put him down really quick and let's check out his cannon here, molded in plastic. He's got the sight there. Just paint apps on the handle. Very cool. And I am going to remove this as well. It does come separately. You could just take it off. It just plugs in right in the back right there. This is his obviously his shoulder cannon, and you could also flip it like that and you could hold it. You could have him like that, but I mean, it doesn't look right. He needs to have it on his shoulder. So let me put it where it belongs. But yeah, you can do that. But you flip it back, just plug it right back here again. And that looks right. That looks just about right. And for some size comparisons here, let's move this guy over to the side. And let's bring in, this is Earthrise Soundwave. You can see how nicely they look together. And here is Studio Series Dark of the Moon Soundwave. And we have all the sizes here, small, medium, and large. And I do like the size. He's a pretty big for a Voyager. He's this is a Voyager and he towers over him. So very Very nice size for this movie Soundwave here. All right, so now Soundwave cannot be complete without his minion. So I'm gonna bring in Studio Series Ravage here, and obviously this guy is sold separately. This guy does not come with Soundwave, but bringing him in, he does fit into his chest. So this is a nice little addition to this figure, and it's a must-have. If you own the Studio Series Sound, we have to get this guy. But this guy does come sold separately, and I will transform him as well, and we're gonna plug him into Soundwave's chest. All right, so comparisons and accessories are out of the way, so let's get to transformation. All right, now let's get into transformation, and first and foremost, we're going to transform the minion here, and let's remove all the weapons from Ravage. And so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to close his mouth, and we're going to tuck his head in like that. And we need to also remove this little piece from up here. We're gonna need that in a bit, so I'm putting it off to the side. So let's flip his legs forward like that. And so now this back piece, it's hinged right here. So we're just going to detach it like that, and we're going to flip it forward. And so this part, we're just going to flip it down. It's just gonna clip right back there. So now the piece that was up here, we're gonna attach it right into that port right there. And it just falls right in. Falls in like that, and then you fold the tail right over it. So that acts as some sort of support or storage or whatever, because it's not really, the tail's not on. But anyways, next we're going to get his feet here in the front, and these legs, they're going to tab in right there on the side. There's a little port right there on the side of the leg right there, and so we're going to fold, and then we're just gonna give it a squeeze, make sure everything is lining up, and you get that right there. We're doing the same thing on the other side. This guy pretty much folds into a fetal position. And so now the back legs, we're going to fold them. And so now they have these little pegs are going to go into that port right there. So now you're gonna fold, and you're gonna fold, and make sure that that gets pegged into the side. Make sure I'm doing it the right way. That's it right there. We're doing the same thing with the back leg now. Fold like that, fold, fold, fold. Make sure that gets plugged into the side. Make sure I'm plugging into the right way. There it is right there. Okay, you have one leg all done. Make sure I did it right on the other side. No, because I didn't do it. Can't get the port right here. I'm trying to get some. There we go. All right. And so now he's completely folded up like that, and just kind of folds into a ball, and there is Ravage transformed into a ball. Basically, this doesn't resemble a tape or anything. It's just him into a ball. So then On these back ports, we're just gonna plug in his weapons like that, and like that. My fingers are getting too big here with this little. And so now there is Ravage in his alt mode, and he does fit into Soundwave's chest. And we're going to bring in Soundwave here. We're gonna pop this open, and we're just going to just stuff Ravage in his chest like that. And these missiles always fall off. I want to keep it off. And there is Ravage stored into Soundwave's chest. You can keep him in there for transformation. Doesn't really make a difference. To get him out though, you're always going to have to open up his back, and you have to just stick your finger and push him. I'm gonna keep him in there for now. And I'm gonna show you what to do with this other piece, which it plugs in to Soundwave's cannon, even though that's not the proper way, because he does have two of these. And so really the proper way of doing it is like that. This is how he had it in G1. That's how it is. He holds this as his hand cannon, and so he has the other one. Hopefully, haven't seen it yet, but there's a third party that could reproduce this piece, so this piece could go on and he could have both his cannons, kind of like I had in G1. But obviously the proper way of having this is mounted right here, not there. But anyway, I'm just gonna take it off. I'm gonna transform anyway, so let's get these things out of the way. So now let's transform Soundwave here. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to fold in his fist. So you got these panels here in his forearms. You flip this piece up like that, and then the fists get folded in like so. Same thing on the other side. Open that up, flip it in. So now we go to the front here. We're gonna get his head. We're gonna flip it to the back like that. And so now we're going to get his arms, and we're going to get these shoulder pads here. We're gonna flip him up and flip him back. Same thing on the other side. You flip up and then you flip back like that. Oop. He doesn't want to cooperate. So make sure everything's flipped up like that. So now we're going to rotate his arm forward. We're gonna, by holding here at the shoulder and flipping it up like that and like that. All right, so then now we have that. Then we're just going to rotate everything toward the back like that. And it's going to cover this back section here. There are two little tabs right here by his head that clip on right here. Let me get, they clip on right there. So basically we're just coming in and push him in, and this should be able to clip in like that. So now that we have the arms, are just going to get him and flip him outwards. This guy is giving me a problem. So we're going to flip these out like that. And so now we're going to rotate at the, we're gonna bend down. We're gonna bend down. Actually, sorry, this one's already been rotated. We're gonna rotate and then bend down, sorry. And so these forearms have tabs right here. They're gonna lock in to place right there. And so that's gonna go like that. He's gonna look like he's got his hand, like his hands right behind his head. That's the kind of look that it has. Even though these are his forearms, it looks like he's got that look that he's got his hands behind his back, like he's just, you know, he's just chilling like so. So make sure everything's nicely tabbed in. This tab always seems to get out of place on my copy, seeing how it's doesn't want to cooperate. So now we're going to get the legs and we're going to rotate them at the thigh. We're going to rotate them inwards like that and like that. And so now we're going to open up these side panels outwards like that. We're going to open them up like that, revealing that little piece there. We're going to do the same thing on this other side. Open it up like that and open out. So now these legs, we're just going to fold them. I'm gonna fold this guy up like a pretzel, like that, and like that. And so now these two pieces here, I'm gonna fold in. And so now, when we have it like that, we're gonna come around here, we're gonna rotate these feet like that, and we're gonna rotate them forward. Let me see. No, sorry, outwards. Am I doing this right? No, we're gonna let it flat because these feet are supposed to tab right in here. So let's see if I'm doing it right. There we go. Am I? I gotta have that port out. So basically the feet have to look like this and like that because they're gonna tab on the foot. There's a tab right there. It's gonna plug right in on the bottom of his feet. So we're just gonna rotate him like that. So we're heading toward the final stretch. So now, make sure we push everything upwards like that. Get the legs, we push it up. And so this middle section here is going to tab together. You have tabs right there. And so we push everything, we squeeze everything together to get that front end looking like that. And so now the finishing touch is, see, this gets a little tedious in this, these like to untab all the time. So make sure we tab this section in first. And so then we're just gonna tab the feet in, fold them down, tab them in there like that. Feet tabbed in like that, same thing on the other side. Tab in the foot into that. Tab the foot into his forearm, but of course, this is always falling apart with this figure. It's a whatever. It's a whatever transformation. I know. I don't know if anybody's had any issues with this guy, but I've had it tabulating issues all the time with this guy transforming him. But yeah, I can't get this tab to always line up with the foot, and I'm getting a little angry here. There we go. And let me tab see, it's either one tab or the other. I'm gonna leave you like this because guess what? The foot's gonna stay somewhere like that. There we go. So now see, everything untabs, and that's the issue with this figure. And everything's falling apart on me, on camera, of course. But hey, it is what it is with these Studio Series figures. And he wants us to see his head. Hey. He wants us to see his head on camera. No. Let me fix this. I'll be right back. And now with the magic of editing, he is fully back together. And so for one last thing, we're just going to open up this back piece. We're going to rotate it. We're going to open it like so, and there's Ravage right there. This is gonna tab right there. Side, we're gonna push it down, we're gonna squeeze it. And so far, that is the finished Cybertronian spaceship. And we're just going to arm him up. We're just gonna plug his weapons here on the side. Of course, I'm gonna plug the weapons here on the side. Like that. And there is SOUNDWAVE fully armed and transformed into his alt mode, and it's pretty nice looking alt mode. I guess you could consider this the futuristic tape deck if you stand it up like that, but this is meant to be some kind of a Cybertronian ship or transport or whatever. I guess it kind of translates, being from Cybertron and coming down to Earth, you could transform yourself into a tape deck again. You know, you have the whole cockpit there area in gold, very nice. So quickly look at the details there. The bottom, you can see how everything shapes up, and this is how it's supposed to look. But overall, not too bad of a design. And so let me put him there quickly. Let me pan down a little bit so get some comparisons. Let's bring in Dark of the Moon, Soundwave, which is, you know, car, big difference. But let's bring in his twin here, Earthrise Soundwave, and those two kind of look more in line together, and they look good together. All right. So in conclusion, another great Studio Series figure. This is my second favorite next to Optimus Prime in this Bumblebee movie wave. I really like this guy, and I highly recommend him. I picked this guy up at Walmart, and he is available right now wherever Transformers are sold. So that's it for this review. Please make sure to check out my other videos. Make sure to smash that like button. Make sure to comment, and make sure to share. And most importantly, make sure to subscribe. So this is Zagatron signing out. And this was the Transformers Studio Series Bumblebee Movie Soundwave and Ravage video review. Thank you for watching.